Well, welcome everybody to this training this morning. Today is December 8th in 2018, and this is our Saturday training for Bueller and Friends. And I am happy to be here and doing this training. My name is Roger Broberg, and there were some conflicts on the schedule, and so I'm filling in at the last minute. This is going to be a fairly short training and a little bit different training. And I'm sure next week we'll have the normal Circle of Success training and so on. But I thought that it would be fun to do something a little bit different today. But before we get started, I have not muted the lines. So if anyone has anything that they would like to share, anything that's new or exciting, if you guys wanted to come on and share, that'd be awesome.
I'll share, Roger.
Hi, Christina.
Hi. So we're just building up some fun here in Southern California. We're having a Christmas party, which I'm so excited for, just because we always have fun with that. I'm in charge of shakes with Terry, and I know that's just going to be so well thought out. And we're just building for Hawaii here. We're telling everybody how much fun we're going to have, the amazing people who are also planning to go. And I just know we're ready to make Southern California so good.
Well, that's awesome. And I'm not sure how you could make Southern California any better. I mean, you guys are awesome, and that's neat that you're having a Christmas party, and that's going to lead right into what I want to talk about. But let me ask you a question. So your shakes that you're going to make for this party, are you going to do anything special as far as flavors for these shakes? Or what are you planning?
Well, you know, like any good relive story, there's health and business. So with the shakes, we're hoping to promote the recipes that we're going to find on the Instagram and the website, and just be able to lead people into that conversation of like, oh, this is a good shake. How'd you make it? Or where did you find the recipe for it? And it's just kind of things like that kind of help further the conversation without any pressure. Like it's the same as asking somebody like, oh, where'd you see this movie? What did you think of it? And that, I think, makes people more comfortable and open to furthering a conversation outside of the health aspect. So yeah, we're gonna really make some great shakes, obviously Christmas shakes if we can find more than two maybe. So we'll have fun.
Awesome. That sounds yummy. I hope maybe you do a Hawaiian shake with maybe some tropical fruit in there.
Robert says I can't do another pina colada shake, so I guess
you cannot.
There's no other fruit shake to do if I can't do a pina colada.
If you can't do that, okay. All right. Anybody else have anything to share?
Okay, so this is Nidra, and we had last week Dr. Galvez in Northern California, and it was amazing. The room was standing room only, and oh my gosh, the things that he shared with us and the new things that he has coming up is that they're going to be doing a study for Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, and so he's hoping to get some new things going there with Relive, and I mean, it was just amazing. I can't even begin to remember it all, but I had a lot of notes, and he even had lunch with us. That's how humbling this man is, and he actually is told us that I guess the person that he was collaborating with at UC Davis here in Northern California, that person retired, so he is going to be doing some things in Las Vegas. I'm breaking up in Las Vegas, and he has some new things going on there, as well as being with Dr. Carl in St. Louis.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I hear some background noise. Make sure to have your phones muted if you're not speaking. I want to try and keep the lines open, so just make sure and have your lines muted if you haven't. But Nidra, that is so exciting, and I love hearing Dr. Galvez, and it's always fun with Dr. Galvez because he gets so excited about everything that's going on, and sometimes he tells maybe more than he should, which is always fun because then you get a little bit of insight on what's going on.
He always says that.
Yep, absolutely. So that's fun. Anybody else have anything to share? Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. And even what Nidra said and what Christina was talking about doing something fun at this time of year. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. You know, sometimes we think, this is maybe a bad time of year to talk to people about Relive and to, get people started and have them buy big orders. But December has typically been a very huge month as far as volume in Relive. And probably the only month that might beat it out would be, in February when everybody's requalifying. But December has always been a big month. So don't be afraid to talk to people. They are willing to spend money, and especially if they can see the value of it. Like Christina mentioned, that we've got the Hawaii trip promotion that's going on. And I'd like to hear if anybody is earning any points, how that's going. I got my first 2 points this last week, and I'm so excited. I mean, it's a 9-month promotion, and we're into the second month, so we're in 8-month territory. But I'm excited that, I was able to get a distributor. And anyway, if anybody has anything about that going on, please unmute and share right now. I know that there are some points being earned out there. Okay, everybody's being shy. We're going to go on. Hawaii is so beautiful, you guys. And we need to keep this in mind. We need to have it up on our refrigerators or on our bathroom mirror or whatever it is, to keep that trip in mind and keep the thought of talking to people. This is a great time of year to talk to people. We're at family gatherings or church parties or work, Christmas parties, or whatever it might be. And it's a great time to keep your ears open to maybe hear a need that somebody has. To maybe they have a financial need. Maybe they have a health need. We've got the tracking sheet that we can use to help keep track of those points that we earn. But the one thing I was thinking about the other day, in fact, I was at church, and a young lady came in, and she had sunglasses, and she was wearing them in the chapel. And I sent her a text, and I said, "Is it a little bright in here for you?" Just kind of teasing her. And she sent a text back that she said that she's been bothered by migraines lately, and she can't seem to get rid of them. And she's sensitive to light when she has those going on, and so she's using her sunglasses. And I just sent back a simple text that said something like, "I'm so sorry you're going through that. I hear that that's really an awful experience to have a migraine." And then I said, I helped a lady that had had migraines for 50 years, and she went from having 25 migraines a month to having none. and it was like being let out of jail. So I hope you feel better, is what I told her. And when I didn't say anything about Relive, I didn't say anything else other than that I had helped a person with migraines. And then she sent a text back and talked a little bit about it. And she said you helped someone. How did you do that? So now I've got her asking me how or what happened and what I did and what she used and so on. So anyway, it developed a conversation back and forth. I sent her to my website, and with the Relive app, I could tell that she had gone to it. And I actually invited her to a Christmas party that we're having here in Orem for tonight, but she had a prior commitment. Anyway, it's just opened up a dialogue between us about Relive. And so you can use those two ears that you have to listen to people and hear what they're saying and hear what their needs are, because we definitely have the things that people need. So Christmas is an awesome time to talk to people and to share with them about Relive. Think of the gift that we could be giving people. Our Christmas dinner is tonight, and we're doing a Hawaiian-themed Christmas dinner. And I'm excited for this. This is going to be fun. We've got some great food lined up and decorations, and we're going to do a short Relive presentation and just have a little bit of fun. But it gave us a chance to invite people and to use this Hawaii promotion to be able to spread the word about Relive. So when you're at your gatherings and you're talking to people, listen to what they're saying, and don't be like a fire hose and hose them down with, everything about Relive, but listen to what they're saying and maybe either take the opportunity to say something small or even just make a mental note and talk to that person later on and say, hey, I was thinking about what you said at the party, that, you have migraines, and I might be able to help you with that. And then you can share a message and set an appointment. Remember those 5 fundamental steps that we've got is to identify, connect. You can make that connection at these Christmas parties and set that appointment and then share that Relive story with them. Remember that we can give people the gift of health, okay? And what greater gift could we give to anybody, that someone that is hurting or suffering or in discomfort, to give them that great gift of health. And that gift of health can also bring them the gift of wealth too. Another idea is that at this time of year is you could think about Christmas gifts. And in years past, I know that there have been distributors that have put together like a gift package of Relive products to let people try the products. And I don't know, just an idea, different things that you can think of. If anybody has any ideas of how to share or what to share at this time of year, come on the phone and let's hear some other ideas. I want this to be interactive. I'm not going to put anybody on the spot, but I just had this feeling that Robert Laird has some ideas rumbling around in the back of his head. Robert, are you there? Can you come on? I know I haven't muted the lines. Robert, I can't hear you if you're there.
I'll share, Roger.
Okay, go ahead, Christina.
Just being Robert's downline, he keeps it very simple, which is something we all love. And he really drove the point home this last book club that we get to share the gift of hope. So more than anything about sharing targeted solutions and even like the core nutrition with now, the best thing to share with somebody is hope during time where they think they can't find any. So with our stories, you're able to give people that idea that they can live a better life, whether it's something that you know that they need, like financially, or something that they've been struggling with health-wise. This past week, I actually shared some of my story with somebody I didn't even know Lauren had started product on, but she was kind of having trouble, I guess. She just started. She's very new to the product. And I just told her, oh, yeah, I've heard people have different results. It's all just a matter of whatever your body needs, and your body knows what's best for you. And that seemed to kind of put her at ease, like, okay, it's not just me, like, not getting good, like, connection with the product or whatnot. It was just, she just needs that validation that, okay, it's fine that my body is going through what I told her. It might just be a detox, like your body's getting this pure thing. It's kind of like if you were to give somebody a whole jar of prunes. Not everyone's used to like having pure prune juice, so obviously everyone's going to have that different reaction to it. But we know from our own personal stories that it's going to end up really good for them in the end. So you can have that position of strength to give them that hope.
Absolutely. And when you talked about that hope, I thought back to when I first started on the product, and the people that told us about it had no idea that our daughter Christy had the autoimmune disease. But when they found out, and after we had been to that first presentation, she left stories on our answering machine. And some of those stories were about scleroderma. And that gave us hope that this would work with our daughter. And she also left other stories that were of different things, and that also gave us hope that people around us and people that we were talking to and people that we knew, it gave us hope that this would work and this would help them. And so that kind of helped us to start opening up our mouths and talking to people. And it was that hope of that Relive brings that helped us get through, starting on the product and be consistent and be willing to talk to people and step out of our comfort zone. So very, very good comments, Christina. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys, there are a lot of people out there that have lost hope, and they need what we have. They want what we have, and they might not even know that it's what they need at the time, but we know that it'll help them. So it's our job to give them that hope that there can be something better for them. Anybody else have anything to share?
Roger, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Is this Luann?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Thinking about some of the things that you've been talking about, and it's so true. I was visiting with a lady last week, and she just happened to make a comment about how much money she was spending on vitamins and getting her hair done and taking care of herself and, that type of a thing. And, is it all worth it? And should I really be spending all that money on myself? It was kind of that kind of a conversation. And, I didn't say anything at the time. We were talking about other things. And then I started thinking about her conversation, and she said how much money she was spending on her vitamins. And so I sent her a text message yesterday and said, just thinking about our conversation, and invited her to Relive. She knows that I do Relive. She's never ever seemed too interested in it prior when I've sent her information, but I got a phone call from her immediately, and I had thanked her for some help that she gave me and said, I said, I can help you maybe save money on your vitamins too. You need, would you like to take a look at Relive? We're having a Christmas party, and invited her. She said, well, I have a Christmas concert that we go to every year at the same time, so I can't come. She said, my daughter's getting married next week, but yes, I want to learn more about it. And I said, do you want me to send you some information? Do you want to meet? And she said, I want to sit down and talk to you about it. So it's like you said, you listen, you kind of observe, be the observer of what's going on, and then you know how to talk to people. And I think that's always a question that comes up, well, what do I say? Well, it comes pretty natural if you've observed and heard, like you said, the need or the want or that type of thing. Another thing, I did a call with a lady back east, and she said, Luann, my voice is really, really bad, and I don't know what to do with it. She's fairly new to Relive, and I've helped her with calls a few times. But what I said to her was, well, when I first started Relive, my voice was like that, and I would lose my voice even at a Relive conference, and I found Reverse Age would bring my voice back. And she said, oh, really? And she said, hold on, you need to talk to my friend. And so we were talking and, had this conversation about how to help her friend, both of them fairly new on the products. And later I got a text from her, and she said, Luann, I did what you told me because I told her to, to use a couple other products and then make that tea and put Reverse Age in it. And she said, I felt so much better, and I was able to go to church. And she said, thank you so much. So, we can give hope and we can help. And I think that's what we need to remember is how much we can help other people.
Absolutely. And what a great time of year to help people, to open up our mouths and to share this hope with others around us. This is such a giving time of year and a rejoicing time of year as we come into the Christmas season, and just to be able to share and give that hope and to give that gift of health to people. You guys think about that as you're out and about, as you are in the stores, as you're in the shopping line, as you're at a Christmas party or a family gathering or whatever it might be. Use those two ears that you have and tune in to people's needs and people's wants, and use that gift of Christmas and that gift of health that we have to help those around us and to share with those around us. Now, everybody may not say yes, and that's their right and their free agency. I mean, they have the right to say no, and everybody may not say yes. But at least we've offered that help, and we've offered that kindness to them and that hope to them. So that's my training for today. I hope everybody has a great Relive week. Have fun at those Christmas parties, and remember not to hose them down, but just take notes in your mind, and maybe drop that little hint like I did with that girl, that you might be able to help them, and then get back to them later. And everybody have a great week, and we'll talk to everybody soon.
Thanks, Roger. You have a good week, too. Appreciate it.